Another big crowd here tonight at the stadium.
Welcome to the Carlin Lynch Activity Center.
We're ready to go here from the stadium.
That will go. Coach Lassie getting her team fired up.
What a game. Nothing fancy, just end the game.
Not returned, and the point goes to the Indians. It deflected in! Oh, what a save.
The Indians get the point. What a solid hit.
Goal! Did she score? Yes, she does!
They may not catch him. Puts the Indians on the board.
The Indians will win it.
The crowd is going crazy.
Wow! Dartmouth is going to the Final Four, baby!
And welcome back to this coverage of Dartmouth High School volleyball here on Dartmouth Community Media. I'm Ben Smith here on the call with you guys today, and a new season, brand new roster, and looking forward to how to see this season goes. As you can see, this is pretty much a young roster. Last season, they had Ava Crane on their roster, and a lot of seniors last year that we lost, Lauren Augusto as well. And so far, we're getting ready for a brand new start here today. North Quincy, too, they were a pretty good team, pretty decent last year. They only had one loss and one in the postseason. Both teams lost in the postseason against Westboro. And once again, they're going to go clash for the first time ever. Coach Lassie getting ready and set. And I was able to look at their game the other day on Wednesday against Brockton. They were down a couple points in the last two sets. But Dartmouth they were down 22-18, and then Dartmouth bounced back and put 7 unanswered points on Brockton. And other than that, Dartmouth won 3-0 that game as well. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, we got a great game on tap once again on a beautiful Friday night and on the east coast of Massachusetts here at the Carl Lynch Activity Center. We're now going to announce the starting lineups real quick. No problem. All right, what a beautiful rendition of the national anthem by one of the freshman volleyball players. Once again, the coaches for today is Caitlin Plaska-Savitis and Rachel Lassie. And we're about to get ready and rock here at the Carl Lynch Activity Center. So far, JV won in tiebreaker round, got up to 15. JV took the win. The Indians JV team took the win there as well. And we are about getting ready to go. Coach Lassie's dabbing up her players as they're getting ready for this really great matchup. Haley Jenkins, a little miscommunication to start off the game from Haley Jenkins. But other than that, we are officially underway from the Carl Lynch Activity Center, and right away, an ace from Haley Jenkins. Jenkins to serve. Served it over the net, touched up in the air. Attack attempt, hits the net and goes in as a Dartmouth point. 2-0 Dartmouth to start off this game. Once again, Jenkins to serve. Off the net there again, but regains possession. McKinnon touched up from the libero, Kathy Moe, but goes in as a Dartmouth point out of bounds. And here is our instant replay here. Great eye coordination. I like the amount of diligence that Kathy Moe has. Off of the defender Kramer there, and goes in for a Dartmouth point. 4-0 Dartmouth to start off this game. Pretty great start for Dartmouth. Haley Jenkins to serve. Serves it over the net. And no touch there. It hits a net and a Dartmouth point. These girls are looking pretty sharp to start off this game. Hits the net again, goes the other way, out of bounds, and goes in for a Dartmouth point. And a timeout right away for Quincy. Not a great start for them. I want to look at an instant replay here, as there was a little bit of miscommunication from number 22, Sadie Johnston, trying to serve it the other way over the net, but to no avail. So far, Dartmouth is up by a football score, 6-0. Jenkins once again to serve. Serves it over the net. Touched up. Now Strozik. Attack. Great attack attempt by Applet, but Strozik puts it in there. And Dartmouth is up a football score, against North Quincy. Pause there from a ball on the court. Ball goes out, and the first points of the game for North Quincy, the Yakus. Kathy Moe, the libero, to serve. Touched up. And now McKinley serves it up. Moe right in front of it. Serves it over the net. That is Brian. Now Ablett. Touched up off the hands of Johnston. And a Dartmouth point once again. A substitution change. Goldison comes in. Carvalho is out for Dartmouth. Elena Strozik. Johnson serves it over the net. Touched up. Here's Ablett. Puts it in there. Great attack there by Ablett, but to no avail. Touched up. Now McKinley. A kill there from McKinley. 9-1 Dartmouth. McKinley, great hand-to-eye ball coordination for her. And serves out, and that will be North Quincy's point there. Served up, touched up. Attack from Goldison. Touched up and goes in for a North Quincy point. 3-9, North Quincy trails by 6.
Keep it going, ladies. Let's go.
A lot of enthusiasm from the crowd here tonight. Oh, and that goes out of bounds, and that is a Dartmouth point there. Here's the serve. Touched up and hit the net, and that point goes to North Quincy. And let's look at the instant replay because I want to see, did it? Oh, it did touch out. I thought it touched in. I was confused there. Great eyes by Gabby Velasquez. Touch up from Ablett. Touched up from Johnson. Now here's the attack up in the air. Great serve by Rizzo. Touched up. Kill attempt. Unable to get that. And Dartmouth gets a point there as the ball sails out of bounds. Great execution there from Izzy Kramer.
Let's go, Jenks.
Velasquez to serve the libero here. Touched up. Touch up again. An attack from Goldson. Unable to get the attack. Touched up from Jenkins. Kramer again. Serves it out of bounds. And Dartmouth, once again, 12-4. Up by 8. Correction, that was Sadie Johnston there. Here's Velasquez to serve. Over the net. Touched up in the air. An attack here, once again, for Rizzo. Hits the ends, and that will go as a North Quincy point. 5-12. Brian to serve. Touched up. And Brooke Davis, a kill there.
Good job, Brooke.
And Goldson. And that goes as a Dartmouth point as it hits the net there. 5-14 Dartmouth. Served up in the air, touched up. Once again, goes out of bounds. Great execution by Adam Ocampos there. But to no avail, try to keep that in, but unable to. Goldison once again. Try to look almost an ace there. Stays in the other way, but a Dartmouth point, as there was a little bit of miscommunication there. 16-5 Dartmouth. Goldison hits the ground, and Dartmouth, another point there. Look at that. Great execution, but to no avail once again by Lindsay Lynn. And that's a beautiful play.
Nice set, Elena. Oh, nice serve.
And once again off the hands. And let's look at the last play here. Out the kill by Haley Jenkins. Puts it in there. Jenkins looks like she really improved throughout the season now that she gets more playing time. She got a lot of playing time last year, but she's getting really much this year now that Ava Crane and Lauren Augusto are all gone. I told you guys within the next year, she's going to be real good. And that was better than a Skip Bayless take right there.
Here we go, Dartmouth. Here we go. Here we go, Dartmouth. Here we go.
And there you go. There's the crowd getting rowdy. Goldison. Goldison to serve. Touched up. Once again. And goes in for a kill. Brooklyn Rizzo on the kill there. Here's the serve from Johnston, out of bounds and goes as a Dartmouth point, 20-6. A substitution change coming in. Gabby Velasquez is in. Out comes Olivia Cabral and Maddie Goldson. McKinley's back in as well. Great save there from Davis. Touched up, scooped up, touched up again by Jenkins. Strosick, attack here from McKinley. Touched up in the air. And that goes as a Dartmouth point. 21-6. Wow, this is a pinball game typically. Served out there, and a Dartmouth. Another point here for Dartmouth. Izzy Kramer. Touched up. Off of the defender, McKinnon, excuse me. In the serve here from Rizzo. Touched up. Here's Jenkins. Puts it up high in the air. Touched up. And kill attempt from McKinnon off the hands in a Dartmouth point. Two more and Dartmouth takes the first set. Jenkins to serve. Touched up in the air. Lets that one go. Touched off the hands of Strosick. Now McKinnon off the net, and that goes as a North Quincy point. I was going to mistake them for Brockton. Almost. Close, but no chance. McKinnon once again. That hit the ground. That should be a kill. And Dartmouth, one more point, and then they take this set. Elena Strosnick. Strosnick to serve.
Nice.
Touched up. McKinnon a little too hard there, and Dartmouth
Next time, let's go, ladies. You got this.
gives a point to North Quincy. They're still in good condition right now. You got one more point until you seal the set, which Dartmouth really takes a little bit. Oh, that was a close one. Great play there by Goldenson,
Swing it, Maddie. Good job.
but to no avail. I thought she had that one. Oh, another one. See, Dartmouth kind of struggles with closing sets here. It doesn't matter what kind of set it is. They kind of struggle a little bit, but once they have the third, after this, they might change the set here. And indeed they do! Dartmouth wins the set here. 1-0 score after one set down.
Nice, Adeline.
And Dartmouth, at the end of the first set, 1-0. Dartmouth still leads. We will be right back right after this. Do not go anywhere. Beautiful Hurricane Eve here in Dartmouth, Massachusetts. Expected for a pretty good night within this. vicinity. And Dartmouth looking pretty sharp after the end of the first set. Hello, everybody. I am Ben Smith, and thank you for tuning in here to this broadcast. At the end of the first set, Dartmouth coming in here with a score of 1-0. And so far, Dartmouth is looking pretty snazzy so far. Mainly, they have to focus on hand-to-ball eye coordination, which they so far have been doing pretty well at. But maintaining to locate the ball and call, I got it. That's what they got to mainly focus on coming up in this set here. Meanwhile, for North Quincy, here is Brooklyn Rizzo to serve. Rizzo to serve, touched up. Strozik unable to get that one there. And the first lead of the night for the Yakus. And touched up. Hits the upright. And Dartmouth ties the game up. Correction, it's Raiders. Yaku is their mascot. Touched up and goes out. 2-1 North Quincy. All right, they're already chanting, "Here we go, Raiders." So I could for sure know now that they are the Raiders. Touched up. Here's Ablett. Lays it up. McKinnon. Lets that one go. Now Stronsnick. Velasquez keeps it alive. Here's McKinnon again. Touches it up. Whistle blown, and point goes in favor of North Quincy. Melanie Wajaya to serve for North Quincy. Touched up. And once again, North Quincy coming in hot in the second set. Four to 1 so far. Maintain home court, Dartmouth. Just maintain it. Puts it in there. And a kill attempt, unable to get it. Batted off one of the defenders from North Quincy, and Dartmouth trails by 4 to start off. See, I've seen different types of affairs where Dartmouth has trailed this time around this time, and then they bounce back like they're gonna probably do right now. Substitution change coming in. Goldison comes in. Coming out is Victoria Cavallo. But again, and hits the net, Strosnick. But again, I have seen Dartmouth in different shares of affairs that they have been down trailing, and then they bounce back and win the set, which they have done in many affairs like last Wednesday. And hits the net there, and 3-6 Dartmouth, trailing by 3. Hate to be that person that brings up the past, but like last year, I think the first game, I don't know if it was Whitman Hansen last year for playoffs. Dartmouth was struggling. Oh, whistle blown and a double touch ball. North Quincy point again. Puts it in there! Adeline Ablett with the kill! And Ablett comes out after that. And Haley Jenkins in for Dartmouth. She needs a breather after that one. After that phenomenal play. Touched in from Jenkins, almost a little tip in there. Digs it underneath. Touched up from Cabral. Aruda, excuse me. Hits the upright. And Dartmouth puts another point on the board, trailing by 2. Gabby Velasquez to serve. The libero serves it over the net, touched up in the air. Serves it underneath, a dig attempt, unable to get that one, but North Quincy puts a point on the board. 8-5, Dartmouth. Dartmouth trailing by 3. Substitution change. Coming in for North Quincy. Davis serves it underneath. Attack in from North Quincy. Now Brooke Davis again. Tipped in. Stays in, and that will go in favor of Quincy. Nice tip in, but Stroznik unable to get possession of that ball there. Another defensive mistake from Olivia Aruda. Crowd does not want Dartmouth to give up. Here's Davis, touched up, and in. A kill for Brooke Davis.
Here we go, Dartmouth. Here we go.
And as you could hear from the crowd, touched up, oh, and goes in for a point for North Quincy. Out of bounds, and that goes as a point for Dartmouth. Brooke Davis to serve. Little miscommunication, but keeping it alive. It puts it in there. There's Jenkins. And goes out of bounds, and a Dartmouth point right there. 11-8, North Quincy. Davis to serve. Touched up. Velasquez underneath that. Beautiful play by McKenzie. Touch up McKenzie again. Touched up from Strozik. Oh, and a little defensive mistake there. Velasquez trying to keep that a 1 alive. Oh, that goes as a Dartmouth point as it was out of bounds. Brooke to serve. Touched up. Now here's McKenzie again. Now Strozik touches it up to McKinnon. Letting that one go. Touches it up again. And Velasquez, beautiful touch. McKinnon. keeping it alive. This is a pinball game. An attack. What in the world is going on? Holy smokes! And Dartmouth, after that pinball game, gets a point, and they are 1 point away from tying this contest. See, this is what I'm talking about. Dartmouth is a comeback team, no matter what. And North Quincy gets a point there. I made my own jinx.
Let's go, Dartmouth! Sun out!
Touched up. And goes off of Carvalho, and a dig attempt unable to get that one underneath. But 13-10 North Quincy. Touch up from Davis. McKinnon. Touch off the net. Kill attempt. Unable to get that one, but Velasquez, great defense. And that is in! What in the world? Holy smokes! Haley Jenkins to serve. Touch up from Strozik. And Ablett puts it down! Adeline Ablett lays it down, and Dartmouth is 1 point in tying this game. We're going to play that little back and forth game once Dartmouth comes back and stuff like that. Touched up. Dig attempt from Haley. And a kill down from Chloe McKinnon.
Nice teamwork!
This is incredible teamwork, incredible hand-eye coordination, handball-eye coordination. Batted up in the air. A little touch over there from Lacey, and goes out of bounds. And the point goes to North Quincy there. Hits the net, and a point goes for Dartmouth. What an even contest we have. Elena Strozik to serve. Out of bounds, and point goes to North Quincy. Now to serve for North Quincy is number 9, Bella McKenzie. McKenzie to serve. Over the net. Touched up. Here's Ablett. Ablett puts it right in front, over our heads, and lands in for a Dartmouth point out of bounds. I nearly was almost going to do a wide receiver catch and making that ball not hit our table there. Anyways, touched over. Great touch over from Brian. Keeping it all alive, and great execution, but to no avail. (16-15) North Quincy. This has been a back and forth set so far. Goldston puts it down. Great attack there. Touched up in the air. Here's Brian. Velasquez comes underneath with the dig. Now here's Davis, touches it up. Hits the net, and goes in favor of Dartmouth. That point goes 16-16. Haley Jenkins comes in. Serve from Velasquez. And that is in for an ace from Gabby Velasquez, the libero. Could she go for the two-piece here? Great serve. Velasquez again, touched up. Here's Jenkins, puts it underneath for a kill. Right in front, hits the libero Mo in the noggin there. Touched up in the air. Here's Goldson. Serves it, and that's going to go out. And Dartmouth point. This is what I'm talking about. Dartmouth comes back after these being down a short little deficit. Here's Velasquez. After that serve, and goes out of bounds. Dartmouth so far, 5 unanswered points, and a timeout comes in for North Quincy. Pretty useful timeout that you could have here. All right, let's look at this play. Goldenson puts it up. This touch up in the air. Really keeping that one alive, but looking this quarter. And the crowd is pretty rowdy. I'm gonna be honest with you. This goes down as probably top 3 crowds in Dartmouth. First, it's football, definitely. Second is basketball. Third is definitely volleyball, without a doubt. Goes out, and another Dartmouth point. 6 unanswered points for Dartmouth. (21-6). Velasquez to serve, and goes out of bounds. Great serve there. I'm impressed with that beautiful serve by Gabby Velasquez. Coach Lassie liking what she's seeing so far after this beautiful come from behind. Puts it on the net, and point goes in favor of North Quincy. They're not giving up. You got to give props where props is due in any regards, that they have not give up in any circumstance at all today. And ball hit the net before Jenkins was underneath there. 19-21. North Quincy trails by 2. Here's Davis underneath. Jenkins touches it up. Hits the net. And that goes for a Dartmouth point. And Bryan lets that one go. Touched up. Here's Jenkins again. Bryan once again. Underneath there's Johnston. And in there for a kill. 23-19. 2 more points for Dartmouth, and they take this crazy back and forth set that we have seen in about 15 years.
Here we go, use it.
Oh, and Stroznik comes underneath. But a dig attempt unable to get that one. 23-20 Dartmouth. And they're not giving up. They just added another point on the board. See, these girls are really tough no matter what. And another miscommunication. Timeout taken. This should be a useful timeout if you're Dartmouth, because you just gave up some unanswered points to North Quincy. Need them to get another breather. If I'm Coach Lassie right now, I'm telling them calm down what they're doing right now, and then make sure you have hand-to-ball eye coordination. Great hand-to-ball eye coordination. Just calm down, don't get a little too excited. Let's look at the last point here, which Davis looked like she was trying to scoop that one up. And the We Are Dartmouth chants currently cheering. I missed those chants last year, man. They were rowdy throughout the playoffs. And Jenkins comes underneath and goes in for a point for Dartmouth. And a substitution change comes in. Touch up from Stroznik. And underneath it, Dartmouth takes that set 2-0. This has been a craziest set of all. This is probably one of the best sets I've seen in about maybe 20 years. I've not been alive for 20 years, but just saying. It feels like I haven't seen that set in an eternity. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, Dartmouth takes that set 25-22, the final of that set. We'll be right back right after this. Do not go anywhere. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this beautiful contest between the Dartmouth Indians and North Quincy Raiders. Ben Smith on the call for you guys today, and pretty smooth matchup going on. Dartmouth just looking pretty good so far, which they got to mainly focus on defense, which defense they have been struggling a little bit, but mainly they would need to bounce back in this case in regards. But you can't go wrong in any circumstance with Haley Jenkins and how this team has been progressing so far. Right away, Adeline Ablett puts the first point for Dartmouth. By the way, largest lead today for North Quincy is 6, by the way. Excuse me, 5. Or I think it was 6. I was right, 6. Ablett once again. This is a pinball game. Going back and forth. Over the net by Ablett. Touched up. Here's Ablett again. Puts it underneath. Mo right in front. These girls ain't giving up both sides of the ball. And so many back and forths. And there goes Haley Jenkins right in front to save the day for the Indians. 2-0. Dartmouth leads. A little miscommunication there. And now here's Adeline right in front. Hits the ground, and point goes to North Quincy. Serve. Touched up from Davis. Touching it up once again. There is McKenzie. Right in front. Ablett. Attack there. Unable to get the kill that she wanted. But Strozik. McKinnon in front of the libero. Little miscommunication there. But point goes to North Quincy, a tie game. But can't go wrong how they have been playing today. And Ablett, oh, and a kill there for Adeline Ablett. Now here is Strozik to serve. And off the defender from North Quincy, and a point for Dartmouth. 4-2. Touched up. Here's Bryan. And McKinnon right in front. McKinnon's having herself a day so far. Great pickup from the JV position last year. Now, here's Ablett right in front of the libero. Ablett again. That should be a double touch. And hits the upright of the post. And Dartmouth gets a point there. I'm just going to say that play, which the defender from North Quincy, I think it was Bryan there. And a point there once again for Dartmouth. But back to my story. Bryan double touched the ball, which you can't do in volleyball, and you have to, again, volleyball, you have to keep it on your own side. 3 touches, 3 serves. McKinnon. Like the attempt there, but to no avail. Great attack. The crowd ain't gonna let Dartmouth give up early. Touched up. Here's Ablett. Yet again, Ablett's so dangerous. Here's Goldson right in front for a kill. Here we go. Here's an instant replay here. Great coordination and laying that ball down inside the zone. Adeline puts it right in front. They didn't know what they were doing there. A little miscommunication. Off of Velasquez. Here's Davis right there. And a kill there from Brooke Davis. I was going to mix someone's name up, but a little too hard there on that serve from Olivia Cabral. But however, Coach Lassie looking pretty sharp with these adjustments so far. Dartmouth so far this year has been clean sweep throughout the season. 3-0 against New Bedford, 3-0 against Old Rochester, and 3-0 against Brockton. Can they do another clean sweep today? Here's Velasquez, hits the net, and goes point in favor of North Quincy. And that goes out of bounds there as Dartmouth leads by 5. Velasquez to serve. Right underneath for the dig. Another dig. Unable to get that dig there. Sadie Johnston. And the crowd wants an ace. We need an ace here if you're Dartmouth. Great coordination and saying, I got it. And another point for Dartmouth. Up by 7. And especially in sports, communication matters, and glad they did well communicate on that communication there. However, a timeout is taken here from North Quincy. So, folks, we have a great evening today here at the Lynch. But let's look at the last play here from Gabby Velasquez as they touch it up. Haley Jenkins, just tremendous defense so far for Dartmouth. I liked the coordination, but unable to get that one there. You know, working really diligently is what they mainly focus on for the Indians, and especially working for this program under Coach Lassie. She is really great. And puts it underneath. And goes in for a kill. 13-6. Dartmouth lead. Goldson. Here's the serve. Goes out of bounds there. 7-13. Dartmouth leads by 6. A substitution change. Goldson comes out, and Victoria Carvalho comes in for Dartmouth. Kathy Moe to serve. Kathy Moe has played pretty much the whole entire game so far, and she's doing pretty impressive for this team. Touched up from Strozik. And off the defender, that is Sadie Johnston. Safe and bounce, and a Dartmouth point. I don't think it would have mattered either way if it was inbounds or out of bounds. Point still goes in favor of Dartmouth as they lead by 7. Hits the net. Great execution, though, by Brooke Davis. Touched up from Strozik. Here's Jenkins, touched up again. Strozik again. Here's Jenkins again. Hits the net, and a point goes in favor of the Raiders. 9-14. 14-9, Dartmouth. Trying to keep their composure so far. And I don't know about that call. That's got to be a debatable call there. That looked like out of bounds to me. And underneath, and a point goes for Dartmouth. A great dig attempt, but to no avail. Hits the net, unable to get that one there. Jenkins comes out. Velasquez, the libero, comes back in for Dartmouth. Touched up. McKinnon a little too much there, airing that ball. But however, they're still leading by 3. Another touch over. McKinnon right in front. You could have let that one go, and that would have sailed out of bounds. But they got a point there. Touched up. Here's Ablett. A little too hard there for Ablett. Here's a chance where you have to call a timeout. I mean, they're using so much energy right now. I think you would have to call a timeout if you're Coach Lassie here. But they caught off a break there. Substitution change coming in. Goldison comes in, and Carvalho comes out. Oh, a little miscommunication. And Dartmouth struggles to get a point there. Substitution change. The libero comes out, Kathy Moe. and number 24, Autumn Campos. Right underneath. Hits the net, but still goes as a point for North Quincy. And Stratak Paskasavitis. And underneath there. (17-16) Dartmouth lead over touch up from Strasnick. I don't know how they kept that one alive. Here's Goldson right in front. Great execution there from North Quincy, how they're doing so far. And right in there! A Dartmouth point. Another one. They are officially another Dartmouth point. 6 more points and they win this one. And great play there from Goldson. Makes it a 2016 Dartmouth game. And there is a timeout called from Paskasavitis. Look at this last play here. I don't know what went wrong here as well. But Brian right in front of the net. A little bit of miscommunication there, but it is what it is. And whistle blown, and the play goes in favor of Dartmouth. Oh, and they keep it alive. These girls ain't giving up. Now here's Davis right there. Beautiful play by Davis. Great attack, but to no avail. Touched up. And Brian trying to save it, but Dartmouth is 3 points away from winning this contest. And another point for Dartmouth. They are 2 points away from winning their first ever contest against North Quincy, who was a decent team last year, which lost a lot of players, especially their key player, as they graduated last year from North Quincy. And Dartmouth is 1 point away from taking this contest. touched up in the air there. Right in front, Ablett. Now here's Strozik. Here's Ablett again for the game. There she does. And that is officially game as the Dartmouth Indians move to 4-0 on the year. And what a game here for the Indians as they take this one. The final score of this set was 25-16. And great game by the team, both sides especially. We got pretty much great game on tap coming up shortly. After this game, we have one on Tuesday between it will be girls soccer between Dartmouth and Durfee. Which I suppose Evan Massoud might be on that call. But until then, guys, my final thoughts on the game is the Dartmouth Indians look pretty sharp today. Little mistakes, itty-bitty mistakes, but they were able to control themselves and maintain their ability to take the win today here at the Carlin Lynch Activity Center. For our entire crew here, Chad Amaral on the truck, Molly Bell, Ari Park, our entire crew here at DCTV, my new mentor, Caden DeManch. I'm Ben Smith, and until next time, so long, everybody.